Hello, welcome back, or welcome if this is the first video of mine that you are watching. What's up? How you doing? I'm Michaela. Today I'm gonna be holding some books. This has really made me realize that I buy a lot of books really often. So let's go. January was the last time I did a haul, and it is now June. It's been half a year since I have hauled anything. I'm not wearing makeup today because my skin needs a break. Also, I don't have to wear it. Hauling time. We will start with books that I have recently read, so I've recently told you about them already. First up, we've got Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. Beautiful story. I need the second one. The second cover is just as beautiful as this cover. It's purple. I love me some purple. This is a scavenger hunt through time with a beautiful romance. And it's got the tree, which is explained in the book. Look at this. Anyway, this book is great. You should read it. Uprooted by Naomi Novik. Once again, beautiful story. It's about a wizard and his apprentice, and they're like protecting the lands from this forest that is actually like a living being and really scary. It's purple! I've never seen like an ugly edition of this book. I think there's like 3 covers and they all come in hardback and soft cover. Inside, we'll take its clothes off. It's green and gold. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi. Oi! This next book I love. I read it really fast. That is this book. A Court of Thorns and Roses, Book 2, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Still has all my tabs in it, and the cover is still this cover. The texture of the cover, this is what I thought Passenger and the Throne of Glass books were going to feel like and look like. This like slightly metallic. With it, I got this! I got a bag because I pre-ordered it. Got a quote from the book that I actually really don't remember reading it. I think it was, I can't say because of spoilers. No one was my master, but I might be the master of everything if I wished, if I dared. On the other side, we've got this picture from the A Court of Thorns and Roses book. And I love that sound. Velcro. It's got a pocket with a zip. Next we have, this is probably like one of the most highly anticipated books of the year. I haven't read it. I'm not even close to reading it because I have to read other books before I can get to it. But I saw this in the store and I was like, I need that. Lady Midnight, the first book in the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare from the Shadow Hunter Chronicles. Look how pretty it is! And it's signed by Cassie. This is one of 1,000 signed copies of this edition. So I think, yeah, there's only 1,000 of these, or there's only 1,000 of these that are signed. I don't know, but it's beautiful. It was $50. I didn't care. I needed it. We have 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnson. This is probably the actual most beautiful book I own. It's all purple and velvety with this pretty peacock feather, and then the sides look like that. Inside, are you ready? If you haven't seen this, you're probably about to die. What? Holy beautiful book. I'm not too sure what this book is about. There's a guy who's like a really dangerous man, and this girl wants to beat him, and she's magic. Something to do with a wedding. Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. And Thanks for the Memories, a novel by Celia Ahern. This is also a very cool book because this is nice to look at, right? And then, bam! I don't know what this is about. I'm sure it's just another contemporary romance that I will probably love. I really liked Where Rainbows End, so she's really pretty. Look at her. Good job, Cecilia's parents. Wow. Her dad was Ireland's former Prime Minister. Moving on. Outlander by Diana Gabaldon from the Outlander series. I hauled this last haul, but it was my grandmother's copy and it was different. It was cross stitch, which is the original title, and I just bought my own in this nice cover with the new title. Okay. This I would say is the best contemporary novel I have ever read in my entire life. I didn't know I could love a contemporary book so much. If you like stories that are like fate and soulmates, you'll probably like this. It's not really anything like the movie, but it made me think a lot of Serendipity, starring John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale. I'm not gonna say much about it because it's better to go into this not knowing what you're going to get. It is very unexpected. Don't even read the blurb on the back because that's like pretty spoilery, I guess. It's really good. I love the characters. And to follow that up, Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, which I am currently reading. So far I'm loving it. I'm really scared it's not going to live up to my expectations after November 9. I really need to lower them. So far, it's like pretty good. I am 29 pages in. I think it's like a pilot and a nurse falling in love. The guy who's cast for the movie for this is How I Picture Recent from A Court of Thorns and Roses series. He's beautiful. A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I don't know much about this. Someone said it had something to do with cancer. I'm not sure. I don't really want to read the blurb. I don't want to know too much before jumping in. It's a short book with lots of pictures. Won all of these awards. There's going to be a movie and the trailer is out, but I don't want to watch it because movie trailers for book to movie adaptations are always really spoilery. So I'm not gonna watch that. Why did they do that? Trailers with spoilers in them or trailers that tell the whole movie are just so fucking stupid. Yeah. Cinder, the first book in the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer. Is it Lunar Chronicles series or just the Lunar Chronicles? I know the series is sci-fi fairy tales and this one is Cinderella, not Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. It's Cinderella. Ah, there we go. That's a glass slipper. That's pretty much all I know about it. Oh, look, there's a bookmark. I got the second and I want to say final, but I'm kind of confused. But I got the next two books in the Iron King series. Julie Kagawa wrote these. This one is second and this one is third. That way, I really love the spines of these books. I'm excited to get back into it. There's like a companion novel and then a companion series. I think it's about fairies. I rebought The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare from the Mortal Instruments series and the Shadowhunter Chronicles, which is... I just got this because it's really pretty. There's the other new paperbacks that have like the spines that all match up, and I think I want to get those instead because this is not very floppy and I'll just bend the spine even though it's so beautiful. I don't know, maybe one day I'll end up having all of them, but there they all are. If you don't know what this is about, it is a girl who finds out she's a shadow hunter, which is like a magic ninja. I picked up the other day on a whim. I picked it up because this is like one of the most beautiful book covers I've seen in ever. Wow, she looks like Emily Blunt upside down. And it is Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. Look how stunning that is. The back is stunning and it's floppy, which is always a plus. I think this is a middle grade book. It's about a girl called Dinah, which is the cat's name in the original Alice in Wonderland story. I don't know if this is like an origin story or sounds like fun. I don't know if it's a series. Ooh, whoa, whoa, I saw the last sentence, but it definitely, yes, ends like a series. Originally published as Queen of Hearts Volume 1. The Crown. I'm guessing it is a series and this is not a new book. I'm confused. Next I got The Rivers of London by Ben Aronovich. In my last haul I hold the second book in this series, which is Moon Over Soho. I think the series is just like wizardry in New York or something. This is London, not New York. He's like a police wizard. I don't know if he's a wizard police. I'll let you know what it's about when I get into it. I got The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead with this beautiful cover and title, which are sort of misleading because it makes you think it's like a fantasy novel, but it's not. It's like, it's not historical fiction because I don't think it's set in this world. It's really nice. I read it really quickly. This girl looks like Zoe Deutsch, a rich girl who is feeling really suffocated, and so she assumes the identity of one of her servants and runs away, builds a new life. Children of the Lamp, The Arcatan Adventure by P.B. Kerr. This is about two kids who find out they are jinn, like genies. I read this in high school. I really enjoyed it. I don't really remember a whole lot about it, but it's middle grade. But I want to read it again. Woo! Yes! Can you see it? Can you see it? I did it like that because that's how Grace shows us things. I love Grace. Ooh! Grace in Style, The Art of Pretending You Have It by Grace Helbig. This is a comedy book, non-fiction book that I have not read yet, but Grace's guide was really good and I just love Grace and I love fashion. Check out my shirt. Can you see that? It's Ursula. I try to face swap it with it sometimes, but it doesn't work. So, Peter Pan! My fave babe by J.M. Barrie. It's glittery and on the back we have a quote and on the front is a bunch of quotes. It matches the Pride and Prejudice one I have. It is Word Cloud Classic. Inside we have this glorious... I love it. Yeah, I almost bought a 4th edition of this book the other day, but I restrained myself. Split Infinity by Talia Kalkipsakis, which is the sequel to The Lifespan of Starlight, which is an Australian young adult novel. It's time travel. Can't really say much. I don't really remember the first book, but I remember how it ended. And I want to read this. But this is really pretty. I love these covers. Oh. I think on this one, that's like raised and glossy. Oh well. Time travel. It's set in Australia too. It's set in, well, I mean, it was set in Footscray in Melbourne. First Life by Gina Showalter. That person from the Everlife series. This is a book about, you're born into like this dystopian world, I think, and then when you die, you get a choice of going to the utopian world or just living your second life in the dystopian world where you know everyone and your family is there. Last ones. The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I think it's like 5 stories. It's a prequel, novellas to the Throne of Glass series. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please leave a comment down below. I like to read those. If you read any of these books, tell me if you like them. Please don't spoil them. If you want to see more videos like this about books and sometimes not about books, subscribe if you want. All of my social media links are down below. Thank you again for watching me awkwardly show you what these books are. Bye! So, let's start with the books. Hey, Tyler. Why can't I talk? Why can't I say words? Which I can't. Are you? done moving. A book moved. It's been like an hour since I've touched any of them. That's really scary.